feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Celestial Chris Tarot. For today's video, we're going to be covering the 2022 October midterm update. We have not done an update since last month, so it's time that we do another update. So basically, if you are new here, basically what we do here in this video is we cover three main topics that will determine in the midterm election. We'll cover the popular vote, what political party will win the popular vote, the Senate, and of course the House of Representatives. We're going to try to gather enough significant data so that we can determine what political party will win in the next year. And exactly almost 1 year from today, people will be voting already, an early vote for the midterm. And there's no better way to kind of determine who will be the winner based on the data that we currently have. So we already collected data. We've been doing this, I think, since January or March, when we first started this. So again, if you just want to jump to certain parts of the video, everything will be timestamped in the description below. If you are here and you know about my Halloween special video with the Atlantis, we're going to postpone that to November 1st as more people will be available to be able to attend that event, along with Trumpoween and how Donald Trump reign ends. So we'll be postponing those until November 1st. So if you plan on doing that, it will just happen tomorrow instead. All right, anyway, let's begin. Happy Halloween to all you guys who celebrate it. I wish I had my costume, but I couldn't put it on today. This is being live streamed on October 31st, 2021 at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here are some quick disclaimers on your screen right now. Please remind it's just for entertainment purposes only. And that the way I read tarot is everything that had happened since today is what the midterm results will look like if the election was held today, not what the midterm results will look like a year from today. But that's where the current energy will go head in, okay? Hi, Ken. Hello, love. How are you? So we're going to take a quick look at the data that I capitulated since March. Let's take a look. I'll show this on your screen right now. So if you take a look here, we have the popular vote. So we just recently started looking at the popular vote and kind of see where both are heading. We're also going to take a look at the third party vote and see if anybody's voting third party. So as you can see, in August of 2021, when we started this, the Democrats were ahead by 4%. In September, the Democrats are ahead in the popular vote by 10. However, because of the popular vote doesn't always turn into wins for the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. So if you take a look here, we have the House of Representatives. And this is the result that we've been getting in terms of particulated data from the popular vote. As you all know, the Democrats last month were leading by 10%, but yet we have a Republican victory. This is the first time that in tarot cards that we have determined that a Democrat was more likely to win than a Republican had the election been held in September. And that is partly due to the Afghanistan pullout the month prior. So you can kind of see that. The question is the trend going to continue? And will the Republican be able to gain on the Democratic Party? Now, also, as for the Senate, this is the Senate result. This is the data that we've been getting in since April that we started this. The Democrats have won 4 out of the 6 times that we have covered this. So you can kind of see here that the Senate is a lot more competitive than the House. However, the House election will be more so where the Republicans can pick up more seats than they can in the Senate. So we'll take a look at that as well. Again, as of right now, with the current result in the Senate, we have 48 Democrats to 50 Republicans. That's enough to be able to hold the Republicans into the majority. Okay, so let's begin. Let's start with today's video. Let's jump right in. We're going to cover the popular vote. I want to say thank you to all of you guys who have said happy birthday to me. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's take a look. Popular vote between the Republicans and Democrats. I'm going to kind of show you how this is going to be done. We're going to be using Uno cards like we did last time, but I'm going to make it less complicated to understand. Okay, so basically how we're going to do this is whoever has the highest number is going to be the popular vote winner. However, whoever has the highest number, so just say the Democrats get 1 and the Republicans get 5. The Democrats lose by 4% and Republicans have a percentage of popular vote by 4%. So that's how that's going to work. Now, if the card was reversed, right, if the card was reversed, that means the party that had this loses by 2%. So just say, for example, the Democrats have a 5, but it's upright, and the Republicans have a reversal of a 2. They lose by 7, but the Democrats gain in terms of popular vote by 7%. So that's how this is going to work. Hopefully this doesn't make too complicated for you guys. Okay, so spirits and angels tell me. And at the end of today's video, we're going to do a pick a card candy Halloween read-in, so you can kind of have a little reading of your own. So spirits and angels tell me the popular vote winner in the 2022 midterm election. Who had the most in terms of popular vote percentage? Okay, show me the Democratic Party. What number would the Democratic Party have? Okay, we have an upright. How much would the Republicans have in the popular vote in the 2022 midterms? It's not fair to the Democrats. Okay, we're going to have a couple more cards for the Democrats now. A couple more cards, please, spirits, in terms of popular vote. Who will win the popular vote in 2022 midterms? Okay, one more. It does not matter about the color right now. Okay, there is a card here. Okay, we'll take those two. All right, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to add them up. Whoever has the highest number is going to be the victor. All right, so we have 7, 4, 8, 0. Okay, for the Republicans, we have 2, 6, 0, 0. So we have a 7 for the Republicans. We're going to use my phone because we can do math, because I can't do math in my head. That's what calculators are for. So let's do this. So we have 7 here for the Republicans. The Republicans are right at a number 7. For the Democratic Party, we have 4 plus 8 plus 7 at 19 minus 7. The Democrats gain in the popular vote by 12%. So that's interesting to see. So I'm going to pull this up on your screen right now. We're going to see the data be input. Hold on. There you go. So as you see here, for the month of October, we're going to have the Democrats lead, which is already 10. They're going to increase their margin to 57%. And the Democrats are going to go down by, the Republicans are going to go down by 2. So we're going to put them at 43. That is the current result of the popular vote in terms of what political party will win. As you can clearly see here, we have a Democratic victory of 12. What political party will win? Whatever the first card that comes up, whatever color, is going to be the winner. If it's green or yellow, we're going to ignore that and go to the next card. Okay, so we have here for the Senate, we have 1 seat that is from the Republican Party that flips to the Democrats, right? But we also have a Republican flip. So let me see. Yeah, so we have 7 down. So it tells me here that we have more Democratic colors than we have Republican. That tells me here already that the Democrats are more likely than not. 3 out of 4 times, the Democrats will win the Senate in 2022. So we know that already. So let's put that in and let's kind of see where the Democrats stand. If it's a 0 or 1, it's contested. That means that it's 50-50. If it's more than 2, that means the Democrats gain seats. If it's less than +2 or +4, that means the Republicans gain. Okay, let's see. There's too many cards, but we'll go with it. Okay, we have 4, 9, 4, 3. So we have 3 down from the Republicans. We have 4 down from the Democrats. So these are competitive races right here, right? That's why we have the 4 here that goes right over this one. Then we have the 6 and the 9. And what this tells me here is already that the likelihood of a Republican gaining the Republican Senate having 69 seats is likely, but very unlikely. And so they won't reach that super majority that they're hoping for, at least for Mr. McConnell. I don't really see that here. Let's see. So this is just kind of overall view, the storyline here. There won't be a super majority, so we know that already. The Democrats, give me a number. Anything above 1 and 2 will mean that they gain seats. Anything below 1 and 2, that means they lose seats. Okay, we have a flip here. There's a Democratic flip. Yeah, so we have the number 7 coming up again. So what this tells me is that there's going to be another seat that's going to flip to the Democrats. So I will say right now, the Democrats regain control of the Senate, and they hold it currently with 52. So that's what I'm getting in my data right now. So we're going to put that in right now. So they gain a seat, which will put this at 49. Actually, excuse me, they won't gain control. They'll be 49. And let's take a look at the Republicans. Let's see. They need to be able to get a 2 in order to hold the Senate. So let's take a look. If the Republicans are able to get a 2, they hold it. If they get anything more than a 2, anything less than a 2, they lose it. Will the Republicans maintain control of the Senate in 2022? Okay, they have a 2. They will hold the seat. So we're gonna put it in. We're gonna put it in right now. We're gonna keep it as hold. So the Republicans are still going to be ahead with 50. So right now we have a Republican majority. Have you ever wondered how you can get access or find my social media, my webpage, anything from my Patreon page to my classes, to book a reading with me, whatever you want, and anything that you could possibly think of, including submitting questions? You would go onto my YouTube page, click on the most uploaded or most recent video. You'll click on any of these or the ones that are uploaded as most recent. You will go there. You will go to the description, as in this case. And you can either click on submit your question, video topic, or request here. You can find it there. Or you can go check out my website and you can click on this, which is Linktree at Chris. You click on that and it will take you to my webpage where you can find numerous different links, or it could take you to many different things along with my classes that will be uploaded here as well on my Patreon page. You can book a reading with me. You can submit your question. You can find the most uploaded video. You can go on to my 2 other YouTube channels. You can make a generous donation if you would like, along with joining my Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter as well, of course, if you are interested. So this is how you can find my webpage. If you are interested, let me know in the comment section below what you do think. And I'll return you back to your content. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay, so for the House of Representatives, how we're going to do this, we're going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to upload the data onto your screen right now so you can kind of look where we had it before. We had the Democratic Party at 208 to 149, with the Republicans winning with undecided, leaning towards the Republican Party, which put the Republicans in the majority in the House. That was in September. Let's take a look and see, will they maintain that if the election was held today? The Spirit Angel coming. If the election was held today in the 2022 midterm election results, would the House of Representatives go to the Republicans or the Democrats? Show me one card. Now, this does not mean that's going to be the final result. It could be saying that that's what the House leans towards, but doesn't mean it's a likely outcome. Please keep in mind, just for entertainment purposes only, it does not state that that is the way the election is going. We're just picking up data based on current energies and the way Biden's performance is, and everything, including the Senate and the House, and how America perceives President Biden going into the next election. Okay, one card, please. Will it be a Republican or Democratic majority in the House of Representatives come the fall of 2022? Okay, we have here a 5 down 2. So we have here, it kind of tells me here that the Democrats and the Republicans are going to have a very competitive race in the House. What it feels to me is that even though the Democrats are up 2, the Republicans are down 5. What that means is a net negative loss between the 2 are 3. What basically tells me is that the race is going to be razor thin. It's going to be almost every race is going to be decided either between 300 votes, 3,000 votes, 30,000, or within 3%. Or even 0.3%. So they're going to be very razor thin in most of the cases. So if you live in a competitive district, make sure you vote. Okay, so Spirit Science will tell me. Okay, yeah, most likely it looks like it's going to be a Republican pickup was of 7. So that is what I'm sensing here, but let's just ask the card for clarification. Is it going to be a Republican pickup in 2022? Yeah, okay, it's going to be a Republican pickup. It was reversed before, I believe. So it's going to be a Republican pickup. So I'm going to put it, because the 7 and 8 are very closely together, I'm going to put that together right now on your screen. I'm going to show you the data. we're going to put the Republican Party up 7 seats, 155. That's what the Republican Party would be right now. And then let's ask about the Democratic Party. Let's take a look at the Democrats. Okay. How would the Democrats perform in the 2022 election result? If it's a 9, that means they gain 9 seats. Okay, they lose 3 to the Republicans. Yeah, they lose 3. They lose 3, the Democrats lose 3. So as of right now, we're going to put that down here. So that's it, guys. We are going to show you the data. As of right now, you see on your screen, we have the data right now. We are projecting a Republican victory again in the House of Representatives. So again, I do see a Republican winning, sadly. All right, so we're going to quickly take an ad break, and I'm going to do a pick a card reading for you guys, candy-wise. So kind of close your eyes and feel what you feel really drawn to. Each candy is going to have a specific card originating with that. So kind of close your eyes. If you need more time, pause the video, of course. Let's take actually the Karma card. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use Karma. What do you need to know today? Pile number 1, yellow M&M. Okay, thank you. Your candy. Number 2, a card that people need to hear. Excuse me. Oopsie. For people who have chosen Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Number 3, a card that represents for them to hear right now. Okay. People have chosen Twix. A card for them. Okay, there's too many. So I'm going to take one away. And for people who have chosen Almond Joy. A card for them. Sorry, guys, I'm a little awkward today. I don't know what happened. Just the energy's a little chaotic. Okay, so let's take a look. So for those of you guys who need more time, you can pause the video now. If you already know what candy you're choosing, what pile you want, you can go ahead and continue watching. We have pile number 1, the yellow candy M&M. For pile number 2, we have your candy, which is chocolate mint. For those of you who have chosen pile number 3, we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and that is, of course, number 3. For those of you who have chosen pile number 4, we have Twix candy, and that is for pile number 4. And for those who have chosen pile number 5, we have Almond Joy. Okay, let's see. For those of you guys who have chosen yellow M&M, you have immediately the way you project yourself. Do it on your own in the first house. I feel like for some of you guys, you have some sense of conflict at home or within yourself or with another individual. And I feel like part of it is this fact that you need to be independent, potentially you're too reliant on everything. You're too dependent on other people to help you or even on yourself. But maybe you need to realize or come to the realization that there is time where you need to be able to depend on another, where they need to depend on you, and vice versa, where you also need to depend on yourself. You may have been seeing an angel number 222. That is also resonating with you as well. That is the number that the guys are speaking to you. I'm also sensing as well that for some of you, this may not apply to all of you, but for some of you, I do sense the feeling that you've been too reliant on an outward entity to help guide you in your life, and that you need to become more independent, more attuned to your intuition. That is for those of you guys who have chosen the yellow M&M. For those of you who have chosen the York candy, you have here is for pile number 2. We have, as you did in the past, your home base or your family. Do what makes you feel secure. I feel like in what this really talks about here is that you had a lot of trauma, or you weren't really supported at home when you were younger, or like you were disregarded because maybe potentially you had a dream that didn't really make a lot of money or wouldn't be security or wouldn't provide financial safety to you. And because of that, you have not pursued your passion out of fear what could be, or maybe your parents told you weren't allowed to do that because maybe of tradition of some sort. I do feel like you are getting to that notion now that you are coming to the sense of regret that you didn't do it sooner. So what the spirit guides are telling you today is to start doing the things that you want to do, because it's okay to be passionate. It's okay to be worried about when the next time you're going to be able to pay your bills. But as long as you're happy, things will flow easy. And therefore, manifestation will occur for you. And therefore, you will be in a better spot than you were prior. For those of you who have chosen Reese's Pieces Cups and or pile number 3, this is your matches. We have here the attraction of pleasure from good times. I feel like a lot of you guys are worried about whether or not you are ever going to get out of this difficulty or the state of stuck, like you can't get out, like you almost feel like you're in quicksand, or you're like someone is holding you back of some sort. But that's okay, because what's going to happen is that as long as you start to get into the mindset and the positivity mindset of expanding beyond the already negative energy that's around you, you are going to be able to be lifted. And you can call upon the Greek goddess of Venus, and I highly recommend you look that up because there is a message in there from your spirit guide about Venus that may resonate with you on a deeper level than what I'm telling you already. For those of you guys who have chosen the Trick Candy, this is your matches. We have 2 mastery cards, so you may resonate with both, you may resonate with one. We have the power of love, investment, gambles, and other games, your creation in the 6th house. So what this tells me here is that a lot of you guys are starting to play with manifestation, and I feel like for some of you, not very quite sure on how or where to start. So basically what your spirit guides are telling you here is basically they're giving you a message directly on the card, which tells you that the best way to manifest is through the power of love, and therefore everything you have ever wanted or wanted to create will come from that sense of love. As long as your love is pure with good intentions, you will manifest it correctly. We also have here your vision, what's new and different about, using unconventional way in Aquarius, right? And what this is telling me here that you need to start thinking outside the box. Stop putting yourself in this little mold that you must be able to student in order to get anywhere, to get by. What it is telling you here, the reason why it has not been successful for you is because it does not work for you, because it's not meant for you. But if you think outside the box and you create different creative avenues, you will be able to receive the success that you are looking for and the desired results. Remember, it's not about how you do the journey, but it's where you do it. It's how you proceed to do it. And I apologize for the background noise, that's my dog. And for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 5, this is Almond Joy. This is pile number 5. We have the creation of the gaining of respect for or from things brought to life or light. And what this is telling me here that you are starting to realize the power, the potential within you to create. I feel like it's really funny how the last 3 were all about manifestation here. And I think that's very important because I feel like for some of you guys, you're either becoming a grandmother, you might be actually on your way to another child, potentially there could be an animal, even of any sort. I do sense that there is some sense of hope, that there is some sense of change. And I feel like when you look at the children, or whether or not they're online or in person, I feel like you're gonna bring that sense back of childhood where you remember the innocent things in life. You guys want you to realize that life doesn't always have to be a game for adults. Life sometimes has to be where you go back to your own childhood. You know, for so long we've been told that we have to get out of our childhood, but in our entire life and all our problems force us back into our childhood. And your guys are telling you that the problem that you are facing stems from the root of your childhood. If you can look through that and be able to heal from it, you will be successful. You will be able to live the life that you want freely without any restraints. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed the reading, of course. I hope you guys have a very happy Halloween, of course. My dog just farted. But anyway, hope you have a good day. I'm gonna die. So anyway, have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.